sessions, and today we're going to focus on self-control, which is a personal and professional development theme. In context, just for the couple of minutes I'll spend on it, it's really, if you think about it, with our interaction with other people, irrespective, excuse me, whether that's our family, our friends, relationships, colleagues, or even customers. The old school word for self-control is temperance. And if you, again, link it back to the tarot, you see the temperance card here. Temperance meaning restraint and moderation. And on the imagery here, it's represented by 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water, the water being the subconscious and our emotive feelings, and a reminder that really we should pause and check in with our emotive and subconscious feelings before we leap in and do anything. And temperance being, if you've read the book Think and Grow Rich, temperance and self-control was a core principle of that book as well for qualities of leadership, because we can't control ourselves. How can we influence and lead other people? I guess the emphasis here is on self-control. Control is a principle I talk to quite a lot in both my sales and leadership programs, and yet control of other people is really a myth anyway. When you think that the one thing that controls all my receiving, deciding, and transmitting of thoughts, feelings, and actions is 1.4 kilos on average, it's gray and lives inside my brain, in my head, because it's my brain. I can't see and touch it and feel it, so nobody else can. And so control really is all about self-control. We can never control other people. Funnily enough as well, Einstein, who had an average brain size of 1.2 kilos, far less than the average size, is evidence, I guess, that size doesn't matter. It's what you do with your thinking that really does count. So for self-control, the main focus is focus on your relationship with yourself and who you are being. Okay, being the best version of yourself and looking for the best in other people, because by doing that, it's the only way that you set yourself up to influence your environment to both see it and experience it as such. So self-control is really about relationship with self in the first instance. Self-control is also one of the important facets of EQ, or emotional intelligence. It's a word that's thrown around a lot. It's a courseware that is now getting a lot of traction. And self-control is one of the two internal facets. There's self-awareness, which is internal knowing, and self-control, which is doing something with that knowledge. Now, one of my good collaborators, an amazing woman called Afsana Jolon, who runs the E-Curious Center, an emotional intelligence center for children out west, she calls that bundled as self-smart. And that's something that her and I are collaborating on a project to bring EQ as a program to market. And that's going to be happening within the next 2 months. So self-control really is a proactive tool to help increase your emotional intelligence as well. So I guess to close, some quick tips of how can we improve our self-control. The first one would be to catch and minimize our habitual reactions to those external factors of people. We all have past experiences that trigger emotional responses for us and behaviors, but those behaviors may not actually serve us anymore. So pause sometimes before we leap in and take that action. There's an expression that says it's not what happens that's important, it's how you choose to respond. So think about it that way. The second, I talk to people quite a bit, is you hear people saying about how somebody else has made me feel and somebody else made me do this. Others cannot make you feel or react any way. You choose that for yourself. If you believe they can, then simply go to that person and ask them to please help you unmake you feel that way. Or you can relieve yourself of that impossible burden on both yourself and other people by changing your language and really owning your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions in response. A third quick tip would be to resist the urge to blame, criticize, or judge other people or avoid other people, because don't confuse aggression, or in worst case, passive aggression, with a sense of calmness. Coldness and calmness are simply not the same things. And I guess that closes with what I think is really the key principle of self-control, which is calmness, an ability to be calm. Calmness is such an attractive quality. And there's another book I want to share, which is this one, As a Man Thinketh. If you ignore the gender-biased title, because the book, look how big it is, it was written in 1904, it's kind of pamphlet size. There's versions being written in more modern days saying, As a Person Thinketh. And if you take from the learnings of it, there's a beautiful closing paragraph in here, which I absolutely love. Tempest-tossed souls, wherever you may be, and under whatsoever conditions you may exist, know this. In the ocean of your life, The isles of blessedness are smiling, and the sunny shore of your ideal awaits your coming. Keep your hand firmly upon the helm of your own thought, because in the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep. Wake him. Self-control is real strength. Right thought is mastery, and calmness truly is power. We'll get this loaded up and look forward to doing another Sunday Live next week. And thanks, Ollie, my collaborator on social, for keeping me in check. Cheers, then.